Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, should we have a look and see what on earth is going on? Yes, let's do that. It is Wednesday, the 21st of April. Okay, we're using the Tarot Grand Lux and I'm going to do a free flow reading. We're going to take it nice and easy. Okay. A bit overcast today. It's been a change in the weather. Okay. I'll read out what the cards are, and for those of you that know the meanings of the cards, you can kind of put together your own little story. Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Tower, the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, another row, Nine of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the King of Swords, Ace of Cups, Seven of Swords. One more row, 15 cards. I'm not sure what the story is. I got a bit of an idea on the top row, but I got a bit lost on the second row. To be honest, I feel a bit shaky. Okay. Let's have a look at this third row. Three of Swords, Seven of Wands, the World card. The World card, now the others I didn't say card afterwards, so the World card, but I felt like it was a wild card. Five of Swords. Wild thing, you make my heart sing, you make everything groovy. Wild thing, wild thing, yeah, I think I love you. I wanna know for sure. Ten of Wands. We got the Fool. The underlying energy is somebody taking a leap of faith. Whether they do or not depends on the weather. Okay, so we have the Fool here. Now, when we start off the reading, we actually have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Coins. And you would know that this is classed as being the slowest moving knight in the pack to actually make an offer. So he will think, we've got the King of Swords here as well. And that shouted out, thinking. Thinking out loud, shouting out loud. Okay, I felt like something about in your dreams here, but we haven't quite got to that. But that's come through, shouting out loud in your dreams. Okay, so we have the bear is out of his cave. The horns, I feel like they're turned down rather than ramming horns. Where the horns are down. We've been shouting out in our sleep, the horns are down. Which I feel like the alarm may have been raised. And that's that. heard the siren call. Something was shouted out, whether in a dream, maybe even in a daydream. Okay, next. What on earth is going on? Well, we have the connection. The Four of Wands, which is the 1111 card. Okay, and it looks like they got themselves a gazebo. Gazebo. Boo. A gazebo. Okay. Well, they look like they're a match, don't they? It's like they're coordinated. And then we have the tower. But I don't feel it's a bad tower. It doesn't look like a bad tower. Well, it does look like a palace that needs some work doing to the roof. Because it was struck by lightning. What's all this misty energy? This mist, this haziness. I'm feeling as if this is somewhere where you've travelled to, maybe in your dream. And you may have had a glimpse, an insight into your life. I feel like the disaster of your life. I feel the energy of you're kind of looking into your future, the future that will be. And it's like if you don't change your ways. Okay, I have to say what comes out. So now we have the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles, who will be serious. Okay, I'd say he's the most serious out of the kings and the slowest, but the most serious. The most serious. Serious black in hiding. Okay. Everyone thought that he was a bad man. He wasn't, was he? He was a godfather. A good godfather. The godfather. We have the Seven of Coins here, which is about reaping in your harvest. And it looks like the feminine here. She looks very happy and at home. It does take me to the Divine Feminine's card. Now I'm feeling like that's an Easter basket she's got there. So since Easter, okay. Did the Easter Bunny come and visit you? Okay, we've got a basket and then you're holding a bowl. Got a little tanker. Is that what they're called? I'm calling it a tanker for your drink. A hip flask. We mentioned this yesterday. Okay, collecting your coins here. You're looking very content. It's not an overabundance of coins, but you're very content with what you have. Feel the Divine Feminine's energy here. Now, let's take you back to the first two cards here. Because I felt as if the bear's out of his cave, but he's still looking in the opposite direction rather than towards a connection. Okay. Let's carry on. Nine of Wands, needing to be spiritually strong. You've got that coin now. There's the coin here. You have the coin here. I feel like you want to put this coin in the Divine Feminine's basket, in her bowl, into her bowl. So, you know when they say, what's the saying, about putting all your eggs in one basket, not to do that. Because if, well, if that basket blows up, that's your whole life, isn't it? Which I feel here is that energy of if your world was to blow up and you've put all your eggs in one basket, I'm feeling as if there's a distribution here from you, masculine. Interesting. I'll get to this part in a minute. I felt like this coin here was kind of like your coin you were putting into the Divine Feminine's basket to add to her collection. Okay. She's got them scattered, 3 in this basket. She's holding just the one, just what she needs. So she's taken care of, and then she has some more that are growing here around her. So her abundance is, it's free flowing and it's consistent. Okay. So it's like she has different avenues that the income can come in. Or it's not even an income, but it's incoming money, incoming, I can't say prosperity, it's abundance. Okay. So here you are, looking away again, not really looking at what you're going. I think you're thinking. I would normally say I feel when I do my readings. It's like I tell you what I feel because I work on feelings, but I'm thinking that you're thinking about what to do. It's an important decision for you because either divine masculine, you've got yourself a coin and you don't know what to do with it. Do you keep pumping it into the foundations that are crumbling, or do you put your coin elsewhere where you feel it'll be more profitable? And it feels like it's in the arms of the divine feminine. First you need to put it in her basket, and then it's like first she put it in her basket, and then when she's done with this coin, she's going to do something with these 3 coins, maybe individually. She might combine them. I mean, it's like, this is definitely the energy of giving and receiving. So not holding on to anything, understanding how the law works. And that is, it's wanting money to be in a constant flow. Okay, so as you invest or you distribute this wealth, more comes off of the tree to replenish it. That's how it works. You don't hold on to your money. Okay, you have everything that you need today. You're taken care of in the now, and that's all you need to worry, and then the money just keeps replenishing itself. Like magic? Like magic. The Queen of Wands here. Okay, when I said this was interesting, I felt as if Divine Feminine, you've been communicating with the Divine Masculine here. Okay. There's definitely this energy of him still not being able to face you. Now the dragons are out on your shoulders. They're kind of looking in the direction of this masculine here. I feel like he shaved his hair off. Maybe you won't notice him. He's trying not to be noticed. The King of Swords now. He definitely is a thinker. Okay. It took me to stinking thinking though, negative thinking. So all his feathers are ruffled, they're sticking up on end. Why? I feel like he wants to end this. End this worry about the future. That's what he's worrying about. Where do I put my money? In what direction? What's going to be fruitful, profitable, and consistent? So his feathers are all on end. Someone's ruffled his feathers. When it comes to what? Well, love. So maybe it's not someone has ruffled his feathers. This is his own inner self wanting to take flight. It's there's an adventurous energy with the Fool, wants to take that leap of faith, but depending on the conditions, it feels very much like this masculine, he needs a guarantee. Or a guarantor. A guarantor, he needs a grantor. So I'm asking, you may have been given a grantor of your life. And the options that are available for you. You've got the Seven of Swords, which is very sneaky energy. You've gathered up all your swords, which makes me feel as if they're all different swords as well. You're trying lots of different options. There's one there. 2 swords together. Okay. That feels like royalty when the royals come out onto the balcony. So he's kind of having a look at that, being like completely exposed. Are they swords? They could just like stick people holding hands. Okay, but that's in the light, isn't it? And you're hiding behind this pillar. That's a good book to read. 12 Pillars by Jim Rohn. It was the first personal development book that I ever read. It's good. It's good. Give it a read. Okay. Now we have the Divine Feminine. It looks like she is tired. Sick and tired is coming through. That's how she's feeling, sick and tired. She's put in a lot of work. There's been a completion. There's no swords really in this heart. This heart seems to have turned cosmic. She's just a cosmic girl from another galaxy. Okay. She's cosmic. What are you doing here, Divine Masculine? I can see you've got your dragon on your top. I've got see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil. You've got dragons. Is this taking me to the stinking thinking? Okay, you're very guarded. On guard. Looks like you've got a javelin stick here. You're about to stake someone from afar. You're about to stake someone? Make your claim from afar. Does look like that's a bit of a tower in the background. I feel this could be, you don't really want to be thinking that your beautiful fairy tale is going to be struck upon. So you're feeling a bit defensive, but there is a tower there already. So it's like you're trying to stop this. Okay, you'll stop yourself from having the connection because of the fear of things going wrong and things tumbling down on you. Okay. So you're not wanting to put all your eggs into the Divine Feminine's basket, but it feels like there's a curiosity. You want to stake your claim, but it's a bit of a wild card. There's definitely a spark here that's being ignited. That's the third eye there. Okay. So seeing things from different perspectives. What's the truth of the matter? Because you're holding 5 swords here and they're all different perceptions. Okay. There's the world. It's a wild card. 5 of Swords. I do feel you go for it, Divine Masculine. Face your fear and do it anyway. Well, you're wanting to. Look, everyone else is down. You're definitely battered here. Battered and bruised. Got yourself some war scars. We all come out of this connection with a few scars. Bumps and bruises. And you're pointing your sword at someone as if you're going to be dealing with them next. I do feel like that's the Divine Feminine. I felt first of all as if you were saying you, like I choose you. So there's this to-ing and fro-ing because now you're down, you're still at home, you're still carrying the burden and you're still living the life that you're living. It takes me, that house in the background, I feel like that's like on top of a boot. There wasn't a woman who lived in a shoe or a boot. You're giving something the boot. And it could be the old home. Okay. There's a leap of faith, but you feel like a fool. Something here about gesturing towards something. How long did that take? 19 minutes. Should we just pull some oracle cards? Rather than delving or clarifying this. I feel like the more that we clarify, the more confused the message gets. Now, I was drawn to use messages from your angels. You've got the world on here, and then you've got the big archangel, their big angel wings in comparison to the size of the earth. This is a protection over you and your future. Okay. This is guaranteed. You're looking for a guarantee, but you do need to take the leap of faith first. It's taking that leap of faith into the unknown, but you do know, without knowing, that this will work out. Okay. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Don't take no for an answer, Divine Masculine. If that's your Divine Feminine, go claim her. I'm not believing that she's going to say no anyway. But you believe that there's a strong chance. There's a strong chance. That what? There's a strong chance she's going to say yes. Okay. Mystique. You are on the right path, although it might seem to take a lot of time and effort. Keep up the good work. You are definitely making progress toward your intended outcome. Sometimes flexibility is called for when you're working toward an aim. But in this instance, you need to stay firm in your conviction. Compromise will only water down the divine plan that you're manifesting. So no compromising, Divine Masculine, no settling for second best when first prize is for you and you know it. Okay, no compromising. It's a yes. When you're working with the law of attraction, before you're trying to make any, should we say sow, before you decide to set sow, the deal's done before. It's a done deal before you've even left home. It's a knowing. It's a confidence. So sometimes flexibility is called for when you're working towards an aim, but in this instance, you need to stay firm in your conviction. Compromise will only water down the divine plan that you're manifesting. Resist the urge to bend or to please others. In the end, these individuals will be pleased by the outcome. You're following a divine course, and others may not be privy to the same vision that you're following. Do your best to explain this vision to the others involved, but don't feel the need to defend your actions. Look at my picture. Oh, I felt as if like to actually look at the picture of your Divine Feminine. Look at my picture. I'm coming out of the darkness and into the light. So are you. You know what you're doing, and we in heaven are here to back you up fully. I feel like you have a shared vision. And this vision, I believe you've had Divine Masculine, and you want to see whether or not, so I'm imagining your Divine Feminine was in that vision, and you're wanting to see whether or not she's had the same vision as you. Because not everyone is, others may not everyone, just others, the others, may not be privy to the same vision that you're following. But do your best to explain this vision to the others involved, and don't feel the need to defend your actions. So it does get to a point, even with the Divine Feminines, many of them will say that there's times when they would love to be able to just get something clarified with their Divine Masculine regarding a vision. Okay, and then there's the fear that they're going to think that you're like, cuckoo, in case they haven't had the vision. I'm feeling very much Divine Masculine, this is you wanting to clarify. The Divine Feminine settled into this just knowingness. So not needing to have like an external source of evidence. She just knows internally. And I'm feeling the curiosity. It's a curious energy, divine masculine. There's something that you're wanting to check with your divine feminine. Go ahead and do it. You may feel like you're going to look like a fool. Do it anyway. Oh, that's interesting, that knock. When I was in my sleep last night, as I was drifting off to sleep, all I heard was a like that, and I'm like, who the fuck was that just knocked? It wasn't actually in the house. It was someone's knocking at the door. Hi, Jasper. Oh, you're giving me a huff. What's up? Seraphina, I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. Now, this was coming through a lot yesterday. Regarding, you're worried about your family situation, divine masculine. You should have received the message. I sent one out last night. I had a big conversation with divine regarding being solution orientated. I said yesterday there's always enough room when I was doing the reading on the first row. Okay, so this is very much combining families here, and the fear. It's fearing the impossible. You're fearing the impossible, that this is impossible. Everything's possible with the right attitude. Your prayers about family have been heard, and I have been sent to watch over you and answer your prayers. I'm here to tell you about a beautiful change coming to your family. You're going through a period of adjustment right now to prepare for this change. It might feel chaotic or disorganised, but be assured that this is simply part of the nesting process. I felt this morning that the energy was very disorganised. Just as I was kind of preparing for the day, I had Emily in the background preparing to go to college, but kind of not going. So she was just kind of lingering around. And it took for me to kind of go, hey, I'm going to go and get ready to like leave the room. Actually, it got her moving out of the house. It was just like, I'm not sure what was going on then. And then when I come back, I could see her out there just sitting out there on her bike. So there's this bit of disorgan. It came up yesterday about life just being a bit messy. Okay, not kind of knowing what you're doing with yourself. Am I going out? Or what are we doing again? Yes, like off you go. So I will guide you through this time and help you with any upsets that may occur. Any challenges will stimulate forthright discussion, and this truth is very cleansing. It helps you to know your own feelings and priorities on a deeper level and allows you to share with others in a deeply honest way. Then, when the purpose of the turmoil has been served, the storm will blow over, revealing blue skies for all. This happy change or addition to your family is divinely ordered. Surrender any worries to God and allow heaven to serve as your spiritual family who helps, guides, and watches over you. We love you very much. Wow. Come here then, Jasper. Jasp. Who are you calling to? He was on my lap earlier. We were sitting here this morning and then he heard Emily come down. He jumped down off my lap so we could go and see her. Okay. She's gone. Jasp. She's gone to school. She'll be back later on. Should we have a look at a Chakra Wisdom Oracle card? So very much an energy of wanting to ask the Divine Feminine, as in for some guidance, advice, maybe her insights in how this is all going to work out. Not how this can work out. It's kind of like, tell me how this is going to go, how this is going to work out. Okay. Have a look here with the angel with Aquarius. She's got her eyes closed here. And everyone else is kind of looking up. Okay. Angel of mine. When I first saw you, I already knew. I don't know if they're the words, but that's what's coming out. That there was something inside of you. Sweet angel of mine. Okay. The chakra wisdom message is perseverance. I'm still feeling as if this is the feminine's energy, whether this is running through your veins, as it pointed out yesterday, divine masculine, and you're feeling the divine feminine. This is about wanting to throw in the towel just before you're right there. So about persevering, and I feel as if the divine feminine's had this feeling numerous times, but you can't give up. Okay, the legend is Shannon's carrot-coloured cloak is a gift from a famous stage actress, and she wears it always as a symbol of her own talent. One day, frustrated by the sacrifices she has made in her long pursuit of success, Shannon throws off the cloak and gives up her acting career. The great goddess tries to convince Shannon to put the cloak back on and stay the course, but she doesn't listen. Just around the corner, had she persevered, was great success. I'm feeling this is the guidance for you, divine masculine. The great goddess tries to convince, let's say you, divine masculine, to put your cloak back on and stay the course. But in this case, they didn't listen. But had they, just around the corner, had they persevered, was great success. The inspiration. When we do our chosen work, we are serving the highest order. If we stop, we upset the universal balance. What you work towards will materialise. You may not see it, but it lies ahead. The personal inquiry. Can I ignore the feelings that would sidetrack me? Will I let go of fear and persevere? Key ideas breaking through. Hey, come here. He's walking and licking his paw at the same time. You're licking your wounds. Okay, the key ideas breaking through, unseen help at work, feeling taken for granted, overcoming doubts. Keywords steadfast, success and miracles. A miracle is just about to occur, guys. You need to believe in miracles. The meditation. Imagine yourself walking along a path, wrapped in a cloak. You reach a glass wall. Through the glass, you can see your goals. Step forward and pass through the wall. Your cloak falls to the ground, staying with your past. Let it go. You do not need it anymore. And this is all about you being provided with what you need, not necessarily what you want, but what you actually need. Okay, in the now, in the here and now. Strong message. Come up yesterday that maybe you were building a wall. Okay. To protect yourself. You need some feminine love. Let's get a divine feminine card. Because they are here, right on top. Oh, I was singing that this morning. Of course I was, seeing as there was a big sink on my jumper. And it was why I was by the sink looking in the mirror. It's like, start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. in old New York. These little town blues are melting away. There was a part in the song though. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep. This part. I'll find I'm king of the what is it? I don't know the words. King of the hill. It was this part. Top of the heap. I don't know if these are the words, but top of the heap. About being top of the heap, on top, the top of the heap. Okay. And the Divine Feminine pack was on top of the decks. Anyway, it's up to you, New York, New York. Let's see what Divine Feminine card wants to come out today. Mary of Nazareth, the Mother of God. I said you needed some motherly love, compassion. I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Mary of Nazareth. Let's find where she is. She's right with you. I was going to say she's number 1, but that's Mary Magdalene. She's number 5. She's on page number 5 after Mary Magdalene. The Mother of God. Who she is. Let's find out who she is. Mary of Nazareth represents the profound spiritual and creative power we all possess. Mary, or Miriam in Hebrew, was the 1st century Galilean Jewish woman from Nazareth, who is one of the most crucial figures in the Christian tradition for having given birth to Jesus Christ. Mary has been venerated since the inception of Christianity and also holds a revered position in Islam. Her many names include Saint Mary, Virgin Mary, Queen of Heaven, Our Lady of the Angels, Our Lady of Good Counsel, Our Lady Undoer of Knots. I like that. Our Lady Undoer of Knots. She who confirms the truth. How am I meant to say that? The truth and Theotokos, which means God-bearer or Mother of God. The Gospel of Luke relates that when Mary was engaged to Joseph, the Archangel Gabriel visited her. Gabriel announced, "What joy! Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favour with God." The angel then said, "The Holy Spirit will descend on you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you, and therefore the child will be called Holy and Son of God." And Mary responds, "Let it be with me, as you have said." You've had Archangel Gabriel visit. Okay, with a message. Mary is present throughout her son's ministry. When he appears at the temple at the age 12 and declares that it is his true home. When he appears at the temple at the age 12 and declares that it is his true home, when he turns water to wine at the wedding in Cana, and when he's crucified, she is said to have remained at his side along with Mary Magdalene. She personifies the steadfast and unconditional love of the archetypal mother. The title Mother of God, or Theotokos, was recognised at the Council of Ephesus in 431 CE and best captures the power of her yes to the angel Gabriel. He hands her a lily in the Annunciation to symbolise the Trinity and to honour the fact that without her yes, the Christian story could not have unfolded. And I said I believe strongly that it's a strong yes from the Divine Feminine. So when your soul selects her card, I've always imagined that Mary was terrified to hear an angel loudly announcing that she was meant to be the mother of God. I felt like something's like you've heard a loud voice. Her surrender to Gabriel's words feels so courageous and too unacknowledged. How does this make sense? Okay. So I've always imagined that Mary was terrified to hear an angel loudly announcing that she was meant to be the mother of God. Her surrender to Gabriel's words feels so courageous and too unacknowledged. Mary has no idea what she will have to meet with, what will be asked of her, or what this love for her son will put her through. But she says yes nonetheless, so that she can be in service of the divine. Mary's acceptance of her role has been in the shadow of the Christian story, uncelebrated because she is seen as so divine. But she was human too. She could have said no. Her courage could have faltered, but she aligned with the light. She heard Gabriel's words, "Be not afraid," and allowed the divine story to work through her life. And she let joy dictate her response. Mary leads us to trust that we can say yes to what feels light. It doesn't have to make sense or work with the timeline the ego has mapped out for us. In the midst of our ordinary, everyday lives, we can say yes to the angel who greets us in the space of our heart and let the energy of joy give birth to the divine through us. Wow, what a message, guys. Soul Voice Meditation. Am I in service to the light within me? Intention, I am blessed. My courage gives birth to the divine. Come on in. You're molting. You're shedding your coat. That's good, isn't it? Okay. Why am I holding this up? Oh. They look similar, don't they? Let's get an enchanted map. So you've heard the call. You've had the call. You've heard the call. You've heard the call. You've heard the call, or you're going to be hearing the call. Now, will you say yes? Will you say yes? We've got goblins on the table. We do have the spirit of faith. The spirit of faith, it's the spirit of place, card number 4. And then card number 5 is the goblins. Let's read these. A pretty boy. Authenticity is the essence of power. Our ancient ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it. Just as we have a soul, the plants, trees, birds, mountains and rivers have their own essences. When the spirit of place arrives in your reading, it says that the answer to your query is in the overarching theme of your circumstances. Interesting. The overarching theme of your circumstances. And I've picked up like the top of the roof of this tower, but then I picked up this is a gazebo. Things can just flow from all sides, in and out, okay, of this dwelling. Is your question about a struggle? The answer is to relax and let go of your need to control the situation. If your inquiry relates to finding love, then embody love rather than long for it. Once you find the essential truth that underlies your question and then name it, you'll discover the answer you've been seeking. Your greatest power is your authenticity. I'm feeling this is just very transparent. Let's go to the goblins, if we must. Fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. Goblins are born when you're wounded and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There, they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice. Why would he do that? Come on in. There they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimised or unlovable. Now yesterday you were told to look in the mirror and keep repeating, I am lovable, until you truly believed it. They hold you hostage through low self-worth, self-sabotage and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's, and that they're leading you into a potentially reactive situation. A goblin's card's appearance is an opportunity for growth, however, and a signal that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is the spark of the divine. Wild card. Wild thing. Ask spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of negativity. You right there? What was that about? Okay. Did you just want to take centre stage for a bit? Should we get wrapped up, Jasper? Do you think we should leave with a Mother Mary card? You think so? Okay. Whoops a daisy. You got this, just fell to the floor. Come on now. We're nearly done, Jasper. I will give these cards a shuffle. That's a good boy. Have you got enough room? You've got enough room there. There's plenty of room. Should we take this card? Our Lady of Sacred Union. Okay. Oh, being tickled. 37. Our Lady of Sacred Union. There is a conflict occurring within you, and perhaps you see this reflected in your world. There are warring opposites trying to find a way to be together in peace. It is not because you are doing something wrong. It is because you are doing something right. You are growing. I will keep you safe. I will ensure you find the way by which all can function in harmony. Trust me as I guide you into sacred union within yourself and with the world around you. Do not give up, beloved. Harmony will find its way into your heart soon. Sometimes choices need to be made between this way or that. Sometimes this is healthy and essential for our growth. Yet there are other times when a choice of inclusion, choosing both this way and that, is the way through which we can best grow. A choice of inclusion allows us to learn how to bring apparently opposing forces together into harmony within us and in our world. This might be showing up a completely internal issue for you. Perhaps you are dealing with conflicting desires for a family and love relationship and to feel safe and secure internally in that community. But at the same time, you are longing for independence and freedom to explore and express yourself and your creativity in the world. Perhaps that inner struggle of coming together is far more subtle and difficult to pin down. A sense that you want to live your life lightly and with joy, but also that you really want to know and be who you are, to not hide yourself from yourself or anyone else, even if that means expressing anger or sadness or fear. You might be trying to find a way to be both the mother and the lover, or the father and the friend. You might be trying to find a way to be the healer and the vulnerable one who needs healing, love and support too, despite all your strength. This might also be an issue that is reflected in your physical world. Perhaps you are trying to decide on relationship issues, such as whether to proceed into marriage, or are wondering how to build a better relationship with yourself. Perhaps you are trying to bring your head and heart together so that your life feels aligned and moving in the one direction, rather than feeling pulled apart by competing demands on your time and energy. Our Lady of the Sacred Union shows up when we are working on finding a way through opposition and disharmony and into integration and functional behaviour. Conflict can be an essential aspect of growth, like friction that creates sparks and fuels the fires of transformation. Takes me to this spark here. Friction. Our challenges can fire us up and give us the impetus we need to take action and be bold. Or sometimes they can tear us down and lead us into emotional fatigue and depression, particularly if we feel that the challenge has been continuing on for far too long without respite or relief. And no matter whether we are on fire with a passion for finding a solution, or drained and exhausted and needing the tender, nourishing grace of heaven to inspire us with the solution that we have not as yet been able to find, Our Lady is here to help. She asks you not to worry about one choice or another, but to make space in your heart for a third option, another perspective, another way to be with this issue. She says that there is always another way to be. No matter how set in stone your situation or issue may appear to be, there is always another way, another perspective, another path through the issue into resolution. Allow her to bless you with her guiding hand now as she shows you the other way through into harmony. Let's do the healing process and affirmation. You are standing with a beautiful, tall and powerful woman who is holding a golden scale. On each side of the scale, you see each of the pairs of opposites. It might be two choices that you are considering, two options in life, two ways to go, two relationships or career paths. Or it might not be that obvious to you what the choices are. It might be more a sense of not knowing exactly which way to go in your relationship or career, or how to proceed to heal. Or it might not be that obvious to you what the choices are. It might be more a sense of not knowing exactly which way to go in your relationship or career, or how to proceed to heal a health or financial issue, for example. Eventually, your attention moves away from the two sides of the scale and rests at the centre of the scale, where there is a white rose blooming with a diamond in its centre. As you gaze at that rose and diamond, it spins, creating a field of light. That light pierces into your heart, into your mind and heart. It cleanses and opens your mind and heart to new possibilities, a transcendent choice. You don't have to understand it, just allow it with trust. When you are ready, say the following healing affirmation 3 times, aloud if possible, or repeat it quietly in your mind if needs be. The Lady of Unconditional Love, Our Lady of Sacred Union, Mother Mary, reveals the transcendent choice, the third way, in the perfect time. She blesses me with understanding and brings the angels to assist me now. I celebrate her with thanks. Blessings to the Holy Mother. Okay, you can take the time to repeat that another couple of times. Okay, you can just go back and rewind. Rewind. Wow. Guys, I'm leaving it there. That was an awesome reading. Okay, I will catch up with you soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.